Hey guys, my name is Artyom Samoilov, and on my channel we discuss all organizational, training and tactical aspects of the game called futsal, and also soccer 6v6, 7v7 and 8v8. Let's go! So today we're gonna talk through the basics of formation 3-3-1 in 8v8 soccer. This formation is a very defensive one and is suitable for those teams who are willing to control the ball, to minimize the opportunities that the opponent has. You are trying to make the game with less goals scored as possible. So this is an ideal formation for those cases when you are trying to defend the result, for example in playoffs, when it's a second leg, or maybe you want to keep a clean sheet and draw the game, for example, or you have to win without conceding goals. So this is a formation for those cases. This formation consists of 3 defenders, 3 midfielders and 1 striker. We have 1 player in each of the defensive zones. We have 1 defender who is a left defender in the left zone. We have a central defender in the central zone, and we have a right defender in the right defensive area. We also have same thing in midfield. So the midfield is pretty strong here, both in terms of possession of the ball, because we have 3 players in that area, and also because of the defensive capabilities of this midfield, because they are backed up by they have a backup behind them by those guys, right, by the 3 defenders. So each and every zone is protected, plus they form like a bonus defensive strengths. They give the bonus defensive strengths to the team, while again having a player in each zone, right, the central and the left. And we also have a striker. If you have a strong striker, you have to then you have a pretty good chance of scoring on a counterattack. If you don't, then you have to, when you want to score goals while you're counterattacking, while you're breaking, then you have to, then those players on the flanks have to get into the attacking space, have to help out there in offense, and also your defenders have to help out sometimes. So it depends on what is your objective on the game, right? You can play more defensively or you can play more offensively when you have the ball. When we're speaking about the skills necessary for each and every player here in this formation, then the central defender as usually has to have good strengths. He has to be ideally tall, and he has to be able to win those high balls. Also, one of his abilities would be at the first pass, right? So he has to have a good first pass in order not to make mistakes in this area, right? This is vital. When we speak about those right and left defender here, again, what skills they need, it depends very much on your tactic, on your approach for the game. Because if you are willing to, if you have the ball, to attack more, right, then those guys will be helping out on flanks. Then you need not only defensive skills such as man marking, such as reading the game, such as also strengths, and in this case also speed and stamina on flanks, but you also have to have you have to concentrate more when you choose players on more offensive skills in this situation, and that would be, as I said, stamina, speed and passing, right? So this would be main skills if you're planning to attack. If you're planning to defend, then you have to put then the passing should be enough not to make a mistake here, right? The level of passing. And also they will not go further up front that often, so they don't have to really have a very good stamina, right? So they will play more positionally, and that means they will run less, and that means the speed also is not that important in this case. If we are talking about the midfield here in this formation plays the key role, and the level of their success in playing this formation will mostly depend on what players you have in midfield. If you have strong midfielders with stamina, passing, technique, vision, reading the game, if those guys who can play 1 or 2 touch passing game, who are passing and moving, so who are mobile, that means that you have a good chance of implementing this formation successfully, right? And you can win games. If you have weak midfielders here, then the success of this formation is not that easily achievable. Again, if you're concentrating on holding your opponent down and not conceding and maybe drawing a game or winning without conceding goals, so you're concentrating mostly on defending, then you can concentrate when you're choosing those guys mostly on those defensive skills again. Yes, of course, they have to have passing skills and stamina. That is necessary for each and every midfielder. But then the dribbling, the speed and creativity is not that important in this case. It's better if they are physically strong, if they are have a good man marking skills, if they are good in one-on-one situations, so basically in those encounters with an opponent, and they are able to win the game in those situations. But if you are willing, again, if your objective is not only to not to concede, but also you have to score 1 or 2 goals at least, right, during the game, and try to win it, then you can put more offensive players in these areas. So that means on flanks you're gonna have more faster players, right? More the better dribblers, right? Because when they have an opportunity, they have to attack down the flank. If there is for example, open space up front, they can try and go one-on-one and try to beat the guy and try to make a cross, or probably go one-on-one. So when you defend, you are trying to stay compact as possible, and when you attack, you have to try to be as wide as possible. Plus, those guys will be joining the attack of the team on the flanks. This guy will be playing more offensively, and we have to have a support from those guys on flanks. So in offense, this formation is easily transformed into 3-1-3 formation, if you will, right? And again, if you defend, you are staying, as I said, compact and trying not to make any zones here available for an opponent. Also, there has to be not a long distance between your defensive lines, right? So they have to be compact. There should be no space between the lines too. But we're gonna take a closer look at defending and offensive play in the next videos. But for now, if you have any further questions, just put them in the commentary section of this video. If you have any question about futsal, soccer game, 6v6, 7v7 or 8v8, don't hesitate to put your question in the commentary section under each and every video of this channel. If you like the video, please subscribe, because I update every week. You will get a lot of useful information. And also, if you have subscribed already, I would appreciate if you like it, if you like the video, and share it in social networks. I will really appreciate that. And see you guys next time. Take care.